Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Abhramam Bhangarahitam, Ajadam Vimalam Sada, Anandatirthamatulam, Bhaje Tapatrayapaham, Tapaswadhyaya Shushrusha, Krishna Puja Ratam Munim, Vishveshamishtatam Vande, Parivrad Chakravartinam, Pujantam Rama Rameti, Madhuram Madhuraksharam, Aruhya Kavita Shakham, Vande Valmiki Kokilam. So we will start now with the next shloka. So are you seeing the screen now? Everybody is seeing it?
Yes, Acharya, visible.
Yes, Acharya.
But
What?
generally we can see one of you. Now we can see two of you. I can because of the one screen and this one.
So that is not visible.
So the still looking very small.
The screen is looking small. The sharing is small.
Yeah, this is not how it usually. Yes,
Okay.
is not how it usually comes.
Okay.
Usually the screen is, now we can't see the screen.
Yes. I will do it. Now it must be okay.
Yes. Dhanyawada.
Okay. We had seen up to this Tassarshehe Paramodaram Vachashutva Nrupatmajo Snatva Kratodako Viro Gamanaya Abhitastataho. Now we are on the 29th page. They were traveling in the forest and they saw a very dense forest now where they are now confronting Tataka. That they are confronting now. Very big, dense forest. They are now going to see. That story is told. We will recite the shloka. Savanam Ghora Sankasham
Stavanam Ghora Sankasham
Društva Naravaratmajaha
Drishtva Naravaratmajaha
Aviprahatamaikshvakaha
Aviprahatamaikshavakaha
Papracha Munipungavam
Papracha Muni Pungavam
Aho Vanamidam Durgam
Aho Vanamidam Durgam
Kinvetad Darunam Vanam
किन्वेत दारुणं वनं घनं वनं.
There was a forest, very dense forest, and looking terrible. And it is our experience that we feel terrified somewhere, sometimes in some places, even though we don't know the exact reason. So this is one such place. It was not a very dense forest. Of course, forest was dense, but it was also had some terrible aspects. Ghora Sankasham, it was looking terrible. Saha Vanam Ghora Sankasham, Saha, that Ramaha, Vanam Ghora Sankasham Vanam Drushtva. He saw a forest that was looking terrible, or it had terrible aspects. Drushtva, having seen it, Naravarat Majaha. Naravara means the great among men, that is King Dasharatha. And Naravarasya Atmajaha, he is the son of king, that Rama. Aviprahatam, it was not used by anybody else to travel this forest. It was not in the path of humans, because there were no there were no signs of humans' footsteps. So aviprahatam. Of course, you know there is one word called paddhati. Paddhati means it is the it is hanana means it is beating with our feet. So when the earth is bitten by our feet, it is called paddhati. That means it is some kind of footway where people travel by their foot. That is called paddhati. So the same word hatha is used here also. Hatha means whichever is trodden. Aviprahata is not trodden, untrodden by anyone else because of the terribility of this forest. And this Vishwamitra is leading them to that forest only. That's why Aikshvakaha, Naravaratmajaha Aikshvakaha, the descendant of Ikshvakus, Rama, he papracha Munipungavam. He asked great Muni Vishwamitra, what is happening? Aho Vanamidam Durgam. See how dense this forest. Durgam means nobody is able to travel in the forest, because when people used to travel, there will be some kind of footpath, some here and there will be some gaps, but here there are no gaps at all. It is totally so dense. It is not possible to travel in this forest. That's why Durgam, Dukkhena Gantum Shakyare, Durgam. Very difficult to travel or just walk. Aho Vanamidam Durgam. This Vanam, it is very difficult to travel. Jhillika Ganasanyutam, it is not here. Jhillika Ganasanyutam. There is one kind of insect that makes zhirr, zhirr, zhirr sound always. And this forest had such a very terrible sounds. Jhillika Ganasanyutam. Bhairavaihi Shwapataihi Kiranam Shakuntayir Darunaravaihi. And there were many kinds of dogs, Shwapada. There were many animals of the family of dogs. They were all terrible animals. And all the birds, they were making terrible noise. Very terrible birds like eagles and all others. And there are these ulukas also. Owls, they are also there. They all make very terrible noise. Shakuntaihi daruna aravaihi. Daruna, it is heartbreaking voice. They were no making such noise. Nana prakaraihi shakunaihi vashyadhihi bhairavasvanaihi. They are all creating terrible noise. And all these kinds of lions, tigers, and elephants are roaming here and there. All these animals are also making it look terrible. And there are so many kinds of trees in the forest. That is natural. Kinvidam darunam vanam. What is this forest? Darunam. It is very terrible forest. What is the name of this forest? What is happening? Why we are traveling in this path? What is your intention of leading us into this path? That Rama has asked Vishwamitra such questions. And now Rama has to answer it. Tamuvacha Mahateja Vishwamitro Mahamuni.
Tamuvacha Mahateja Vishwamitro Mahamuni.
Now, Rama had asked this question. Now, Vishwamitra is speaking to Rama. Mahamunihi Vishwamitraha Mahatejaha Tamuvacha. He answered Rama in the following way. These are very ancient countries, or the very ancient places. These are two countries, deshas. The Valmiki Ramayana says Malada and Karusha. And Malada and Karusha, these are the two countries. Malada, it is called because it is complete with mala, dirt. And it happened because of it was the place of Vrutravadha. So this place is full of dirt. That's why it is called Malada and Karusha. And also there is and even Indra had terrible dirt and sin on him at the time of Vrutravadha. And all the rishis, they made him bath and they cleaned him. And that all the dirt that has fallen down on this place, that's why it is called as Malada. And Indra's body now has been cleaned from all the dirt and all kind of sins. That's why these countries, all the dirt and all other problems of Indra's body that has fallen on these two places. That's why these two places are called as Malada and Karusha. Because this place had taken the dirt of Indra, it is called as Malada. It is okay. And this was a great country with high population and all other things. But somehow this Tataka, she invaded this country. So she has created the problem, and this place has become now this forest lake. She is here. She is terrifying everybody. Now we have to kill her. That is the next sentence that Vishwamitra speaks to Rama. ताटका नाम भद्रन्ते
ताटका नाम भद्रन्ते
भार्या सुन्दस्य धीमतः
भार्या सुन्दस्य धीमतः
मारीचो राक्षसः पुत्रो
मारीचो राक्षसः पुत्रो
यस्याः शक्रपराक्रमः.
यस्या शक्रपराक्रमः.
Okay. So this was a great country, but now it is invaded and occupied by this Yakshi. She is called Tataka. And now Rama is going to kill this Tataka. And this Tataka was very powerful. Sri Tataka, she had power of 10,000 elephants. So very powerful. Balam Naga Sahasrasya Dharayanti Tadahyabhut. So she pushed away all the people from this place, and she is now occupying this place. And who is this Tataka? Bharya Sundasya Dhimatah. Tataka Nama. Bharya Sundasya Dhimatah. There is a one called Sunda and Upasunda. And this Tataka is wife of Sunda. And this Sunda is also very clever man. So Dhiman. Dhimatah Sundasya Bharya Tataka. So now you are you have to be very careful. Bhadrante. Good betide you. And that means there should be good to you, because now you are going to face her. And who is this Tataka? There is one more speciality. She is the mother of Maricha. Maricho Rakshasa Putraha. Maricha Rakshasa, who is also coming in Rama's way. Maricha and Subahu. Subahu will be killed and Maricha will be thrown into the ocean by Rama's arrows in the story. And this Maricha is Rakshasa Putraha Yasyaha. Yasyaha Marichaha Rakshasaha Putraha Asti. Whose son, whose Tataka's, which Tataka's son is Maricha. And how is Maricha? Maricha Shakra Parakrama. He is equal to Indra in valor. So very powerful Maricha also. So this Tataka, she is the wife of Sunda and she is mother of Maricha, who is very powerful. So now you have to be careful. And this Maricha, he is also very very powerful man. He is also assisting his mother in creating problems in the Malada and Karosha countries. Now we have to pass through this forest to that country. So be careful. Now we are entering the Tataka's forest. So that is in the next shloka. Seyam Panthanam Avritya
Seyam Panthanamavritya
Vasatyathyardhayojane
Vasatyathyadharmayojane
योजने
Vasati, Atyardha Yojane, both ways it is there. Vasatyatyardha Yojane, not Vasatyardhyardha Yojane. Vasatyatyardha Yojane.
सत्यार्थ
वसत्यत्यर्थयोजने
योजने
अत एव च गन्तव्यम्
अत एव च गन्तव्यं
ताटकाया वनं यतः.
ताटकाया वनं यतः.
यतः
So this is the way where we are going to face Tataka. She is there. She is obstructing this path. She is blocking our path. That is why the whole place is something like not safe for the people on travel. So she is saying this Tataka. She is Panthanam Avarti. She is covering the way. She is blocking the way, obstructing the way, obstructing this path. And she is just living here, very near a yojana from this place, from the beginning of this forest. Vasati Atyardha Yojane. Ardha Yojana means it is half yojana. Adhyardha Yojana, Atyardha Yojana means more than little bit half yojana. Adhyardha Yojana means it is 1.5 yojana. But here all the books are reading Vasati Atyardha Yojana, but now he has translated as she lives at a distance of yojana and half. Then in that way, it should be Vasati Adhyardha Yojane. Adhi Ardha. Adhikam Ardham, Yasatat Adhyardham. It is coupled with half of yojana. And this yojana, one yojana coupled with another half, plus 1.5 yojana. She is living there. She lives there. Atayeva cha gantavyam. We have to travel through this way. Tatakaya vanam yataha. Where Tataka's forest, Tataka's place lies, we have to go there. Now we have to be careful. So this is the message of Vishwamitra. Now Vishwamitra instructs Rama to kill Tataka without any second thought. There should be no mercy. Normally in India, in the Dharma Shastra, it is prescribed that it is blocked, it is prohibited that women are killed. Women cannot be killed. Even if a woman commits a heinous crime, she cannot be killed. The most she can be given punishment is the life imprisonment or the extradition from, or just sending her out of country, something like that. But she cannot be killed. Killing a woman is prohibited in India. So that is one advantage of being woman. But now she is Rakshasi, she is a woman, but you don't worry. You don't have second thought. Please kill her. Enam Raghava Durvrittam.
एनाम राघव दुर्वृत्ताम
Yakshim Paramadharunam.
यक्षीं परमदारुणाम
परमदारुणां
Go Brahmana Hitarthaya.
गो
गोब्राह्मणहितार्थाय
Jahi Dushta Parakramam.
जहि दुष्टपराक्रमाम्.
Hey Raghava, O Raghava, the descendant of Raghu. Durvrittam, she is having all kinds of bad characters. Now she is very wicked. And this wicked Yakshi. Yaksha, who is Yaksha? Yaksha is a kind of this divine creatures, maybe divine, maybe some kind of cruel also. Yeah, they are all considered among the Rakshasas. So the Yakshas, they will have some kind of this one protruding teeth also. So this is the Yakshi, Paramadaranam, but very wicked, very cruel, exceedingly cruel, extremely cruel. Now we have to kill her. Paramadarunam Dushtaparakramam. And she is very powerful and she creates much more miserable things to people. So, Yenam Dushtaparakramam Paramadarunam Durvurtam Yakshim Yenam Tatakam Raghava Jahi. You should kill her. Why one has to kill her? Go Brahmana Hitarthaya. It is one recurring theme of Ramayana and all other Puranas. The problem of these kinds of Rakshasas and other people, Hiranyakashipu, Kamsa, Maricha Subahu, Viradha, Ravana, everybody, they attack two things. One is cows and another is Brahmanas. So those people who advise people, who show the way of living to the people, these Brahmanas, the learned class, they should be killed. So immediately people will be devoid of their advices. People will be out of their ways. That is one great technique they have, these Rakshasas. And also for the sake of cows, go and Brahmana. For the sake of this go and Brahmana, you have to kill her. Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam. Every day, we pray for the safe of this house and also the Brahmanas. But it does not mean that only Brahmanas should be safe. All other people should be safe. So these people are the people who can show the way to others. That is why these should be safe. Then whole country will be safe. That's why these themes occur again and again in the Puranas. So now you have to kill this Tataka without any second thought, without any mercy. That is said in the next shloka. Nahite strivadha krite
नहि ते
Nahite
स्त्रीवध कृते
Srivadhakrite
घृणा कार्या नरोत्तम
घृणाकार्या नरोत्तम
चातुर्वर्ण्य हितार्थाय
चातुर्वर्ण्य हितार्थाय
कर्तव्यम राजसूनुना.
कर्तव्यं राजसूनुना.
So you are worried, how can I kill a woman? No, you don't worry. Strivadha krite घृणा karya. Killing a woman is most heinous or most terrible, most cruel act a man can do. He will be totally cursed by people. He is holding in his hand for a woman. If he has courage and he has power, then he should fight with the men, powerful people. But this woman, they are not so powerful. They should not be fought by men. So fighting with a woman is itself is very condemned thing. But now you don't worry that you are going to kill this Tataka. Strivadha krate ghrana karya. Ghrana means you should have pity. You should not have pity for killing a woman. Narottama, you are the noble among the people, best of men. Why should not worry about this killing a woman? Chaturuvarnya hitarthaya kartavyam rajasunana. If you don't kill such cruel people, all the four classes of the society will be troubled by her. It is not about the Chaturvaranya Vyavastha. Chaturunam Varnanam Samaharaha Chaturvaranyam. It is the people of all the four Varnas. That means it is the people of the whole country. They will be in trouble if you don't act now. So Chaturvaranya Hitarthaya Kartavyam Rajasunanaya. This act of killing this Tataka should be carried by you. You are a son of great King Dasharatha. So it is your duty that you should kill this Tataka. You will not be touched by any sin that arises from killing such a heinous Rakshasi. That is in the next shloka. Nrishamsam anrishamsam va
Nrishamsa, Acharya
manrishamsam va
Nrishamsa Manrisham Samva
prajarakshana karanat
प्रजारक्षण
Prajarakshana
कारणात्
patakam va sadosham va
पातकं वा
Sadosham
सदोषं
va
वा
kartavyam rakshata sada
कर्तव्यं रक्षता
Satam
सदा
Sada
राज्यभार नियुक्तानां
राज्यभारनियुक्तानाम्
येष धर्मः सनातनः.
एष धर्मः सनातनः.
So it is the duty of king. Sometimes he punishes a person, he banishes him from the kingdom, and he gives hanging, the punishment of Hasi. That person will be hanged, and he will be killed, or he will be given some other kind of punishments. These are all very cruel punishments. But whether the punishments are cruel or not cruel, the punishment should be given. That is the duty of king. Drishamsa means very cruel. It is Nrishamsa means it is totally very much. People will be speaking about such a cruelty. People, they will be giving some kind of, they will be abusing this king because of such a very cruel act sometimes. So that is called Nrishamsa. Actually, Shamsa Dhatu is for praising, but it is not for the praising. It is some kind of anti-praising. He will be always cursed by people. They will be always speaking about his very cruel acts. That is Nrishamsa karma. And Anrishamsa karma, that is opposite to Nrishamsa karma. So sometimes he makes some gentle acts. But it should be done because of Prajarakshana Karanat, for the preservation or the protection of the whole country, whole citizen. That one has to do it. There is no other way. Patakam va sadosham va kartavyam rakshata sada. Whether it is pataka, it is sinful act, or sadosham va, it may have some kind of some touch of blemishes, problems, blameworthy, all these things, but he has to do it. Kartavyam rakshata sada. The king who has the primary duty of protecting his people, it is the duty of king because he has to protect his people. So he has to act and he has to commit some, he has to indeed implement some policies which may be sinful or maybe slightly blamed things, but one has to do it. There is no other way. Kartavyam rakshata sada. One, the king who has to protect his people. Kartav rakshata rajnya Vatakam va sadosham va sada kartavyam. It should be carried out by the king. Because Rajyabhara niyuktanam yesha dharma sanatana. It is the dharma of kings who are appointed for the protection of the whole country. The Rajyabhara, the burden of administration. Bhara is the burden, weight of Rajya. That means he is the administration of the burden of administration. So this king is appointed there. He has been invested with this burden. He is given that responsibility. For those people who are given this kind of responsibility, it is the dharma of such people. Yesha dharma sanatana. It is the dharma. Sanatana, very ancient dharma. There should be no pity on such people. Don't worry. You have to act now. The next shloka now. Muner vachana maklibam
Munirva vachanam
Vachanamakthivam
Shrutva naravaratmajaha
Shrutva
Shrutva
Naravaratmajaha
Varatmajaha
Vachanam kaushikasyeti
Vachanam
Kaushiksyeti
Kaushikasyeti
Kartavyam avishankaya
Kartavyam
Kartavya
Avishankaya
Vishankaya
Anushistosmyayodhyayam
Anushistosmaya
Anushishtomaya
Mayodhyayam
Guru madhye mahatmana
Guru
Guru Madhye
Madhye
Mahatmana
Mahatmana
Pitra dasharathenaham
Pitra
Pitra
Dasharathe
Dasharathe
Naham
Naham
Navadnyayam hi tadvachaha.
Navagnyeyam
Navadyeyam
It
Hi Tadvachaha
Tadvachaha
Tavachaivaprameyasya
Tavachaiva
Tavachaiva
Pramesya
Prameyasya
Vachanam kartumudyataha.
Vachanam
Vachanam
Kartu
Kartu
Mudyataha.
Mudyataha.
Okay, now Vishwamitra has given such standing instructions to Rama that there is no worry, you should be ready to kill her. So he heard the sentence of Muni Vishwamitra, and Aklivam, that word or the sentence of Rishi was manly sentence, manly word, because it was full of dutifulness and without mercy. That is about the duty. It is not something neutral. It should be proactive steps. So that is called Akliva. Akliva means it is always very some kind of very smooth, inactive, and again Arjuna was given the same Upadesha. Klaibyam asmagamah partha naidatva upapadyate. You should not be kleba, should not be very smooth here. Or kleba means even the Shanda or kind of Hijada, something like that. So the Kshatriya, he is the person who has to act. So he should not be very much hesitating. He should not be smooth. So Vishwamitra, he was a Kshatriya. Now he has become Brahmana. That is another way, but he is always very straightforward and clean, and he is worried about the welfare of the people. So he instructed that this Tataka should be killed without any thought. That's why Aklibam Vachanam. He heard this manly words of Rishi, Shrutva, having heard, Naravaratmajaha, son of great King Dasharatha. He said, okay, he thought, I will do because I have accepted that I will I will obey all the words of Vishwamitra that I have promised in the Sabha of Ayodhya, in front of Dasharatha, in front of Vasishtha and all other people. I have promised them that I will obey Vishwamitra and do whatever he instructs me to do. Vachanam Kaushikasya iti kartavyam avishankaya. Whatever the vachana of Kaushika, when he puts some word, that should be kartavyam, avishankaya. Because it should be performed only because it is the sentence of, it is the word of Kaushika Rishi, the Vishwamitra Rishi. This is, I am ordered, anushishto asmi ayodhyayam. I am ordered, I am instructed to carry out, to act accordingly, following this Vishwamitra's words, avishankaya, without any thought. There should not be any iota of doubt in it. Vishanka means if some person says, kill her, I will be doubting whether to kill her or not. What will happen if I kill? What people will think about me? No, there should be no doubt. Avishankaya. So this is, Rama is instructed. Whatever the word of Kaushika, that should be carried out without any doubt. So anushishto asmi. This is, I am already instructed in Ayodhyayam. Anushishtaha asmi Ayodhyayam. I am instructed thus in Ayodhya. Guru Madhya Mahatmana. In front of all the great people of Ayodhya. Mahatmana Pitra Dasharathenaham. That Mahatma Dasharatha, my father, I am instructed by Mahatma Dasharatha, my father. Aham anushishtaha asmi. I am instructed by my father in the assembly of all great people there. So navadneyam hi tadvachaha. So I cannot ignore the words of this Vishwamitra. That's why he said, Tavachaiva aprameyasya vachanam kartumudyataha. I am now fully ready to work for you. I will promise that I will do as you say. Tavachaiva aprameyasya. You are, people will not be able to understand your intention very clearly. You are so so strong, and also people will not be able to understand what you are going to do now. Your intents will not be clear to people. So people, they think, no, the Vishwamitra is saying something. But no, that is not the thing. Vishwamitra has something in his mind, so that will not be open to the people. So he is very Gambhira, Aprameya, immeasurable. People will not be able to understand. But what you say, it must be correct. I am ready to do your bidding. Vachanam kartum udyata. Not your bidding, it is used, but not the bidding. But just I want to to whatever that you say. This is spoken by Rama. Evamuktva dhanurmadhye
एवमुक्ता धनुर्मध्ये
badhva mushtimarindamaha
बद्ध्वा मुष्टिमरिन्दमः
jyaghoshamakaroth तीव्रम
ज्याघोषमकरोत्तीव्रम्
दिशः शब्देन नादयन्.
दिशशब्देन नादयन्.
Immediately, Rama did not wait for Tataka to appear in front of him. Just he took over his bow and he put his left hand in the midst of the bow, Dhanur Madhye Mushtim Badhva, holding Dhanus like this, and he tied the rope into the both ends of this Dhanus. Arindamaha Jaghosha Makarot Tivram. He made a terrible noise. He created a terrible noise of this rope. That itself was enough to terrify all the people. That was very sharp noise, terrible noise. Jaghosha. Ja is the rope that is tied to both ends of the bow. So Ghosha is the noise. Akarot, he created a noise of Ja, his rope, the rope tied to the bow. Tiuram, that was very terrible and penetrating noise. Dishaha Shabdena Nadayan, and all the spaces they were penetrated with this voice. That means this sound, it went to all the corners, and all the corners again created some kind of resound, pratidhvani. In forests, such things will happen because it is full of trees and all other kinds of vegetation. So when something, a noise is created, again it is resound, reverberation will be heard. So when Rama made a great sound of his jar, immediately it rebound all the way. Now Tataka heard this great noise, and Tataka, she just landed in front of Rama, and she wanted to kill Rama and Lakshmana and also his Vishwamitra. Rama immediately, he took an arrow and he released this arrow into the chest of this Tataka, and Tataka immediately died. It is the story next. Tam Shabdam Abhinidhyaya
तं शब्दमभिनिध्याय
शब्दमभिनिध्याय
Rakshasi Krodhamurchita
राक्षसी
राक्षसी
क्रोधमूर्छिता
क्रोधमूर्छिता
Uddhunvana Rajoghoram
उद्धून्वाना
उन्वाना
रजोघोरं
रजोघोरं
Tataka Raghava Ubhau
ताटका
ताटका
राघवा
राघवा
उभौ
उभौ
Abhidudrava Kakustham
अभिदुद्रावकाकुस्
काकुत्स्थं
Lakshmanancha Vinedushi.
लक्ष्मणं
लक्ष्मणं
च
च
विनेदुषि
विनेदुषि
Tam Shabdam Abhinidhyaya. That means she heard, or she was thinking, she heard this noise, terrible noise, and she thought, no, it is not ordinary sound created by any creature or animal in the forest. Somebody must have come for me. So she is thinking about the very sharp noise created by Rama. Abhinidhyaya, she is contemplating, after contemplating on this sound, this Rakshasi, Krodha Murchita, she is totally Krodha Murchita. She is now completely in the control of anger. Murchita means it is when somebody goes into the coma, then he will be called Murchita. But now she is in the command of anger. Krodha Murchita, Uddhunvana, and kicking up terrible dust because she just uprooted many trees and all other things. So Dhunvana, Rajoghoram, she is creating great dust by uprooting all the trees and other things. So she created Uddhunvana, kicking up a terrible dust. This Tataka, she came there. This Tataka, Raghava Ubho Abhidudrava. She marched towards these Raghavas. Both Rama and Lakshmana, they are called Raghavas because of the descendancy of Raghu. So she marched towards Ubho Raghavo, both Raghavas. And it is also said, Kakutstham Lakshmanancha Vinedushi. She was making a terrible yell. Vinedushi means she was creating great noise, yelling. Vaita Bhartaralva Hange. So she is speaking to herself and she is abusing Rama and Lakshmana, making great noises. So she ran towards Kakustha and Lakshmana to kill them. Now Rama immediately killed her. Tam apatantim vegena.
Tam apatanti.
तामापतन्ति वेगेन
Apatantim vegena.
आपतन्तीं वेगेन
Vikrantam ashanimiva.
विक्रान्तामशनीमिव
Sharenorasi vivyadha.
शरेणोनसि विव्याध
Sa papata mamaracha.
तापपातममारच.
She was just marching. Apatantim. She was falling on Rama. Apatantim vegena. She was running towards Rama in a great speed. Vikrantam ashanimiva. Like well-thrown thunder. Like thunder that falls on the earth with great speed. The same manner this Rakshasi was marching towards Rama and Lakshmana. Tam Rakshasim Sharena Urasi Vivyadha. Just immediately Rama threw an arrow. Urasi Vivyadha Sharena. By his arrow, he pierced her chest. Urasi Vivyadha. It made a great hole in her chest. Sa Papata. Immediately she fell down and Mamaracha. She died. There was no chance of her life. Immediately she died there. There was no need of any another arrow. One arrow of Rama is enough to king whole world. Rama showed it. He threw one arrow and he uprooted all the 7 Sala Vrikshas. And that arrow again, it went to the ocean and destructed many Rakshasas who were doing tapasya in the ocean also. And that arrow again came and it sat back on the Rama's arrow bag. That is the power of Rama's arrows, full of valor, full of power. So there was no possibility that she will survive this arrow. So tam apatantim vegena vikrantam ashanimiva. She was falling down like a powerful thunder. Sharena urasi vivyadha. Rama immediately threw an arrow. He released an arrow. And vivyadha, he pierced her chest with his arrow. And Sa Papata immediately fell down on earth and died immediately. Tato Munivarah Preetaha
Tato
Tato
munivara
munivara
prita
pritacha
Tataka Vadhatoshitaha
tataka
tataka
vadhatoshitaha
Pravishan Ashrama Padam
pravishan
pravishan
ashram
ashrama
padam
padam
Vyarochata Mahamunihi.
vyarochata
vyarochata
mahamuni.
mahamunihi.
This Vishwamitra Munivaraha Preetaha. He was very much pleased, delighted by the slaying of this Tataka. Tataka Vadhatoshitaha was delighted because of the slaying of this Tataka. And immediately he entered his ashrama, Pravishan Ashrama Padam, Vyarochata Mahamuni. He was now feeling happy and he was resplendent because of the one obstacle is now no more. Three people were terrifying him. One is Tataka, another is Maricha and Subahu. Now Tataka is gone. Now he is a little bit calm. So Vyarochata, he was shining in his ashrama. Mahamuni, that Vishwamitra was there. And in the next shloka, it says that Vishwamitra, he took Diksha and started his yajna. And this Rama and Lakshmana, they were keeping guard on the yajna of Vishwamitra. The story is there that is narrated in the next shlokas. We will see them tomorrow. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare